So you're moving to Warrensburg or PCSing to Whiteman Air Force Base, and what does the town look like? I can help you with that. Today, I'm just going to do a little bit of a Google map tour of a couple different sections of the town so you kind of have an idea of the layout and an idea of where some of the neighborhoods are and a little bit of a description. And that way you're not flying blind. Okay, here we go. So, starting off, as you can see from my screen, please forgive my amazing computer abilities. Okay, so here is Warrensburg. If you back up, you can see here's Kansas City. It's about 45 minutes away. And if we zoom in, here is Knob, Noster, and Whiteman Air Force Base. So this drive is about 12 to 15 minutes. And this street is called 50, and this will take you directly from Warrensburg all the way over to Knob Noster down to Whiteman Air Force Base. Or there's another little trick. If you don't want to take 50, you can take DD Highway, which goes all the way through Knob Noster State Park directly to Whiteman Air Force Base. So there's two ways to get there. DD is usually a little bit easier, but if it's snowing, avoid that route at all costs. Okay, so here's an idea of the town of Warrensburg. So it is not very big. It's only about 10 minutes from one side to the next. And let's zoom on in. Smack dab in the middle of Warrensburg, we find the University of Central Missouri. So here's the stadium, here is the wellness center, here's all of the university. We're just gonna go right into street view so you can kind of get an idea of, you are smack dab in the middle of the University of Central Missouri. And it's really a beautiful, beautiful little university. It's really, really nice. I actually went there for my undergrad. So there you go. Zooming back out. Boom. Okay, so this whole section is the University of Central Missouri. Now, if you are going, and there's lots of cool things, there's like Spin Pizza, there's coffee houses, there's multiple coffee houses. But if you walk from the University of Central Missouri all the way down to right here, this is called Pine Street. So I'm gonna kind of go in here and show you where all the kids hang out. So I'm gonna go into Street View right here. So you are straight that way. This is the University of Central Missouri. This is Gelbach House, which is super famous, beautiful house here in town. You're gonna walk directly down this street. This is called Holden Street. And do a little walkie walk. You're gonna pass the Chamber of Commerce. You're gonna pass, and now a lot of parents might be interested in this. This is the police department, so it's super safe. The fire department's here, the police department's over here. So you can just walk directly down Holden Street, and you're gonna get to what's called Pine Street. So Holden and Pine Street are really the two main downtown streets crossing the railroad tracks. You can take, fun fact, you can take this train, the Amtrak that you catch here, you can take it up to Kansas City, or you can take it down to St. Louis, and it's super inexpensive, and it's a really fun way to spend a day because the train runs all the time, so you can go up there in the morning, then you can come back in the evening. It's super cheap. It's like $32 for round trip tickets. But so here is the main areas of downtown. So down here we have all the different fun shops. It goes all the way past the courthouse. This is the main parade route, by the way. And if we're gonna turn, this is Pine Street. So Pine Street is where all the kids go. And adults, This is where all the bars are. So you have like axe throwing place, you have Heroes, you have Fitters, you have the District on Pine, you have Bodie's. You have liquor store, so this is where all the bar stuff happens on the evenings. They have like karaoke and dance parties, all that fun stuff. So this kind of gives you an idea of like everything centers around this downtown area. So in terms of if you're looking for housing, let me zoom on out here. So right around this downtown area, a lot of the neighborhoods and areas, so like here's the library, you're gonna find around here, basically around this big main circle here, is going to be mainly student housing. It's going to be mainly, there are of course homes that you can buy, but it's mainly gonna be rentals for college students. If you go a little bit further out of town, that's when you'll start finding your neighborhood. So like this whole area, it's really going to be housing between 100 to 250,000, a lot of split levels. You're also gonna see some of the older homes, some of the older historical homes right around this downtown area. Now, if you move further out, you're gonna start going towards Pirtle Springs, which is a beautiful, beautiful area. Around there, we also have the golf course run by the university. But let me show you some of my favorite areas. So yes, here's the Mules National Golf Course. Here's Lions Lake. Lions Lake is a beautiful, I'm just gonna go into street view so you guys can see how beautiful this is. Okay. Lions Lake is just a beautiful, beautiful large lake. There's a giant walking path that goes all around it. And then in the wintertime, they have lights set up, like Christmas lights, set up all along this walking path. There's also tons of deer, lots of geese. Beware of geese. They are territorial. But it's a really, really beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. I actually used to live right around here and I love it. So, right around here, we're going to see a couple subdivisions. We're going to see Spring Ridge, one of my favorite subdivisions. Lots of old growth trees, beautiful area. We're also going to see Iron Horse, which is also a really pretty subdivision. This is newer builds, so Spring Ridge has a lot more varying houses that were built all the way from the 1970s all the way up till recently, so the construction is very varied. Here in Iron Horse, you get a lot more, it's pretty standard, you know, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, ranch house, no basement, built on a slab. Beautiful, beautiful houses, beautiful neighborhoods, all very recent builds, as you can see. And this is kind of in comparison, I'll kind of compare that back to Spring Ridge, which is a hop, skip, and a jump away. But this way you can kind of see the difference in construction. Here we go. Okay, so here's Spring Ridge. You see a lot of different older homes and a lot of big trees. So one thing I did really love about Spring Ridge is that there's a super, super large amount of trees in the area in this neighborhood. And since it's kind of a secluded neighborhood, not many people drive through it. So it's super safe for anyone not wanting a lot of traffic. Okay, moving on. Let me exit out. I will show you other neighborhoods. So, where are we at? Zooming out. Okay, so here is Spring Ridge. Here's Iron Horse. Over near Spring Ridge and Iron Horse, we have Fountain Hills and Fountain Crest. These are two smaller subdivisions, super cute. They are newer builds as well. I'll kind of give you an idea of what they look like. Small subdivisions, larger homes between 3 and 4 bedroom. Beautiful neighborhood. And then if you literally go right across the street, across this main drive, you're going to, this is Fountain Hills. Right across the street is Fountain Crest. And Fountain Crest is also another beautiful, beautiful neighborhood that has a lot of homes that were built basically between early 90s all the way to about 2015. And just a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. I drive through this. I've sold a lot of houses in this neighborhood and I really like it. Okay, so we are going to pull out and go look at some other sides of town. Okay. So that's, let me zoom around so y'all kind of, okay. So here is Warrensburg, University of Central Missouri. Here are those Iron Horse, Spring Rim, Fountain Hills. Right over here, if you go a little further, you're gonna hit the Hidden Pines Golf Course and Reflections on Pine. So this is a country club, and right next to the country club, we have Hidden Pines neighborhood, and we have Deerfield Court. This is a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. It's right on the golf course. So as you can expect, it's a little posh. I'll kind of give you an idea of what this neighborhood looks like. I mean, you're getting pretty traditional 2-bedroom houses. I'm sorry, 2-bedroom. 2-story houses. You have some split levels. You have a couple traditional ranches, but it's pretty standard, you know, larger homes, very nicer homes in this neighborhood. You're looking at a price range between Helix. My dog doesn't like the mailman. You're looking at a price range really between, you know, $260 to $350 in this neighborhood, just because the houses are larger, the yards are larger, the lots are larger. It's very well taken care of. Okay, moving on. Let's go to a couple other neighborhoods. I'm trying to really hit the neighborhoods that people talk about online and want to see pictures of, because there's so many neighborhoods in Warrensburg. This kind of gives you an idea of really kind of where they are, so you can decide, because different areas of town are different. So for example, University of Central Missouri is kind of smack dab in the middle. Oh, I'm going to tilt so that we are, okay, don't hate me guys. Okay, there we go. That's what I usually look at it, because 50 highway is north, and here's 13 going up and down. So we looked at all of these over here on the west side. We're gonna go over to the east side, closer to Whiteman Air Force Base. So there's a couple great neighborhoods that are kind of further outside of Warrensburg, but a lot of people enjoy because they're easy, jump on 50 or jump on DD and then get to Knob Noster and get to Whiteman Air Force Base. So the first one, there is Bryson Lake. I've talked about that a lot previously. It's a new construction build, and this is kind of an older picture. There's actually, it's all built up around here right now. But these are all 2024 and 2023 builds. They are duplexes and townhouses, basically quadplexes and triplexes. They have a lake, they have a gym, they have a pool. It's a beautiful, beautiful little subdivision. All of their amenities and their lawn care and the internet is all part of their $90 a month HOA fee, so that's really nice. But people can either buy these townhomes or rent them, and it's just a really well taken care of, really, really beautiful subdivision and neighborhood, and I just really like it. I also like that you can live here and like you don't have to worry about paying for your internet or your trash or, you know, your lawn care. It's all taken care of, and there are still some units available. So if anyone is interested in Bryson Lake, contact me, because they are going fast. They're almost done being built out, and then it's done. Okay, so another subdivision that a lot of people are interested in is Cahill. So Cahill is right off of 50 Highway and 13. So to get to Whiteman Air Force Base, you just jump on 13, go down to 50, and just go boop right over to Knob Noster, and then down to Whiteman. But Cahill is a beautiful neighborhood. It's gorgeous. The houses are gorgeous. It is pricey. It is expensive. But I mean, they have amazing trick-or-treating there. You get the full-size candy bars. Just saying. So let's take a little looky-poo at Cahill. As you can see, the houses are big and beautiful. There's all different build styles here. Anywhere from built about 5 to 10 years ago all the way to recently built last year. Now they are almost done building Cahill houses. So all of the lots are almost completely sold. Let me come down here so y'all can see some houses. Come on, Google, show me some houses. I want to see them houses. But they're big and beautiful. They're almost gone. So there's only a couple lake lots and buildable lots left in this neighborhood because, to be honest, it's highly desired. You know that if you buy a house in Cahill, you are going to be able to sell it very, very, very easily because a lot of people want to build in Cahill, or a lot of people want to live in Cahill. It's a very safe neighborhood. And it's a good chunk of people that live in Cahill, I must say, are military, just because I personally know a lot of people who live in Cahill and they're military. A lot of them are officers, a lot of them are pilots. But so if you're looking to buy a house in Cahill, you're looking at a $395,000 to $750,000 price tag. The houses are big, they're glorious, they're beautiful. They range anywhere from 3-bedroom all the way up to 5-bedroom. And square footage wise, you're looking at anything from 3,000 square feet all the way up to 6,000 square feet. So there's some very big, beautiful homes. There's also lake lots where houses are right on the lake. So, I mean, if you're interested in Cahill, you will have a lot of choices, but prepared for the price tag. Okay, moving on. Another really great couple neighborhoods. So here's Cahill up here. That's north of 50. We're going to go down 50 right onto DD Highway. So DD Highway, as I said, is that other drive that takes you over to Knob Noster. And there's a couple great neighborhoods right around DD Highway. One is Brookside Place. It is right next to the elementary school. Beautiful houses in this neighborhood. There's a lot of houses that are affordable in this neighborhood, which I really like. So you have houses that are anywhere between, $250,000 all the way up to $350,000. But it's a really adorable neighborhood, really beautiful houses. All the houses gain equity very well in this neighborhood, and they're all well taken care of, which I personally appreciate, because there's nothing worse than moving into a neighborhood and then the value of your home drops because of your neighbor's house. But there is not a problem in this neighborhood. I sell a lot of homes constantly in Brookside just because of its distance to, it's very close to the elementary school, which is very nice. And there's a lot of cul-de-sacs. I am a sucker for a cul-de-sac because then I know that my kids can go play in that cul-de-sac and I don't have to worry so much about through traffic. So Brookside Place, very cute neighborhood. It's a newer neighborhood. It's only probably about 10, 15 years old. So you could definitely get newer builds. That's why the price tag is higher than some of the older neighborhoods. Moving on. Another one of my favorite neighborhoods is, I'm gonna go right over here and I will tilt so you guys can kind of keep in mind where we are. So again, this is more north of Warrensburg. We're south of DD. Here we go. Here's two great neighborhoods, Country View and Lake Ridge. So they do connect. Lake Ridge has houses that are a little more expensive. Country View has houses that are a little less expensive, but they have a pool as part of their HOA, and that's awesome. So let's take a little gander down Lake Ridge, because as you can see, it has a lake. But this is a really beautiful neighborhood. There's a lot of, oh, this picture was taken during Halloween. Haha, that's awesome. There's a lot of all brick houses in this neighborhood, which I think is beautiful, and they hold value very well. Let's see if we can see some of them. Sometimes going on Google, there's a little bit of an issue if there's a lot of trees in the neighborhood because you can't see the houses. But as you can see, this is just beautiful, beautiful houses, large houses. The price tag of houses in this neighborhood really ranges between $389,000, $360,000, basically $360,000, $370,000, all the way up to $900,000 for one of these larger lake homes. So again, this neighborhood, it is a little pricey. Homes do not go on sale super often in Lake Ridge just because people really love living in this neighborhood, and they buy these homes and they're more forever homes. So if you want to buy in Lake Ridge, keep your eyeballs out, get a good agent. But it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful neighborhood, and it's a really good trick-or-treating neighborhood too, just letting you know. Okay, and then that brings us right next door to Lake Ridge. We have Country View, also an awesome, awesome neighborhood. It's a little less expensive. So you get beautiful houses, you get that pool as part of the amenities in the HOA. The houses are a little bit smaller and a little more affordable, which is awesome. So in this neighborhood, you're really looking more at between $285,000 all the way up to around $395,000. So the houses are a little smaller, but a lot more affordable, beautiful neighborhood, great HOA. They have a lot of functions in this HOA, so they have a lot of cookouts and things like that. So I think that's really awesome when a community comes together. But I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood, and they do have a lot of trees. I'm a sucker for the trees. And this will kind of really give you an idea of what to expect. But Country View, I really like this neighborhood a lot. Okay, moving on. Okay, so to kind of end off and giving you an overview of Warrensburg. So here's Warrensburg as a town. You have a lot of the more traditional subdivisions and neighborhoods are going to be kind of on the outskirts of the town for the more traditional neighborhoods. And then in the middle of Warrensburg, you're basically going to have these sections of neighborhoods that are not subdivisions. They don't have a subdivision name, so to speak. You have things over on the south side of town where you can get, like in this neighborhood, for example, you can get houses that are in more fixer-up neighborhoods. So you can get a house between, $150,000 and $200,000 in some of the neighborhoods more closely surrounding the college that aren't set residential type neighborhoods. There's also a historic district over there. And then when you go north of Warrensburg, up 13, which is all the way up towards I-70 in Hickinsville, up in this stretch right here, you'll get homes a little bit more in the country and a little less defined neighborhoods. So you'll get a lot more country space. You're technically outside of town, so there are different rules apply, etc. You may be on septic. But I hope this kind of gives an overview of some of the neighborhoods in town, their location, and their location in regards to Knob Noster and Whiteman Air Force Base, which is right here. Here, I'll do it, Whiteman Air Force Base. Boom. I didn't even spell it right, but it's right there. So I hope that this has kind of given you an understanding of Warrensburg, a little bit of an overview of how the town is laid out. And hey, if you have any questions, my contact info is right down there. Feel free to reach out and talk to me because I'm a real estate agent here in town and I know a little bit about the layout. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe right down below because I make a video every week. Hopefully you want to get notified and see my next one. Okay, talk to y'all later. Bye.